What's up, Basketball Brain fans and members? Make sure you like and subscribe. I was noticing today when I was working with somebody that whenever they did something good, whenever they had performed well, whenever they did something great, they didn't really say to themselves, that was me, right? And when they performed badly, when they mishit a shot, they would say, well, that's kind of who I am. That's the way I play. I'm just not very good. And I said, you need to reverse what you're doing. You need to affirm your greatness. Whenever you do something right, you need to say to yourself, yeah, that was me. You need to start building yourself up. You need to talk to yourself the same way you would talk to some young kid you were mentoring. You need to start saying to yourself, hey, you can do it. And when you do something good, say, that's the real you. You need to affirm your own greatness. Whenever you're engaged in an activity to improve in something, it doesn't matter what it is, you have to, a lot of the times, be your own mentor. You can't wait for someone else to come around and say to you, hey, you're doing a good job. You got to give yourself pats on the back. Sometimes, yes, you do got to kick yourself in the butt to get going. There's no doubt about that. But most often, I see people that aren't very good at patting themselves on the back. They're not very good when let's say they're playing golf and they chip a shot in. You just go, oh, I'm lucky. Instead of saying, no, that's me. I'm the type of person that makes chips. It doesn't matter if they don't make a chip the rest of the day or one for 3 weeks. They keep having that thought. They keep affirming their greatness. And as I always say, your greatness is just your potential. And your potential, in my opinion, is when you perform your very best. You're seeing what you're capable of. And the goal is to perform your very best all of the time. So constantly affirm and reaffirm your greatness. Affirm your skill. If you take a test in school and you get 100, say, yes, that's me. I'm a 100 getter, right? You just accept that you're good enough. This starts to defeat things like imposter syndrome. It starts to eradicate that, because everybody has that. Am I really good enough? Am I good enough to do this? When I perform well, is this really who I am, or is it all a fluke? You have to always affirm that when you're at your best, that is who you are in your core. And the other stuff is a fluke. The missed shots, the failed tests, the flubbed job interview, when you get up to speak and you make a mistake. No, those are just mistakes. Those are random, infrequent. They don't happen that often. The real me is the me that performs well, that gets into the zone, that gets into the flow state. I constantly affirm my greatness. I affirm that I'm good. You're in control of your thoughts. Every video I make, I'm trying to grab you. If you're in front of me, grab you and shake you and say, listen, you're in control of your thoughts. And if you start to think the way great people think, you can start to expect that you will get closer to your potential. That's what I keep trying to tell you. So every video I make, I'm just reminding you, and it reminds myself too. It helps me remember that I'm in control of my thoughts. And even if you don't think you're in control of your thoughts, because I have friends who think, oh, I'm not really in control of my thoughts just kind of come randomly. Well, the more you expose yourself to stuff like this, your thoughts that just emerge without your will, that's what some people think, will start to sound like these thoughts. They'll start to follow the stuff you listen to. So if you start to believe that you need to, when you do something well, think a good thought, well, just hearing this will help you think that good thought. I always say you got to catch yourself. I believe you can control your thoughts. It's a little bit of a mystery how that would happen, but for some reason, as a human being, you can either think when you hit a good shot, you can think that was me, that's who I am, or you can think that was just a fluke. When you make a shot in basketball, you can think that's me, that's who I am. Doesn't matter that I don't do it all the time yet, but that's the real me. Or you can think I'm just lucky and I'll never get good at this. It's all a choice. It's all a choice, and it's all up to you. So you have to continue to build yourself up. That's why we say build yourself up. You're not much right now. You're not much of anything. But mentally, you can start constructing the type of person you want to be. You can start to build the mental house you're going to live in, and then your skills will eventually align with that mental house. But in my mind, in your mind, you have to constantly tell yourself when you perform well, that's who I am. When you do that, you're building the mental architecture. So when you actually start performing well consistently, you say, yes, of course, I'm capable of doing this consistently. Right? So start building the mental side of the master right now of your potential. Do that right now. Affirm your greatness all the time. By the way, I just want to point out that if you go to boingvert.com/AI, I'm launching the first ever artificial intelligence created vertical jump program. It's created by artificial intelligence, asking artificial intelligence to use the best research to create an 8-week program. And then I shouldn't say created completely by AI, but it's created in collaboration with human expertise, with people who, like myself and others, who have created vertical jump programs. And it's a collaboration between what AI has found and what we know works. So it's the first ever AI created vertical jump program. You can get it right now at boingvert.com/AI. Use the promo code Hummingbird for 50% off. And if you have any questions, email us at boingvert@gmail.com. The program name is Boingvert Hummingbird AI. Peace.